night, race fans. Welcome to a Thursday night here for the kickoff of season number 3 here for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour. We have gone live a little early here this evening because we wanted to kick off the season right here, and we wanted to get the owner, the admin, the guy himself, Lance Anthony, up here in the broadcast booth before they go ahead and get ready to kick off the season here. They're going to be getting into a driver's meeting here in roughly 10 minutes. So we are going to go ahead and get him up here into the broadcast booth here momentarily to go ahead and give him an interview here. That way we can go ahead and get some insights from the man himself. Just waiting for him to come on board. And those who tuned in last season, you will notice this season there is a new look on the overlays here. Still waiting for him to come into the broadcast booth. While we're waiting for that, gotta figure out why the live thing There we go. There's that live. All right. Still waiting for Lance to get up here. He might be out here on the track, actually. We will see here. He's out here on the track. There he is. Speaking of the guy, he has joined us up here in the broadcast booth. Mr. Lance Anthony, welcome, and congratulations on kicking off a third season here for the Indy Series here for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour. Kind of give your thoughts and insights of, what's going to go down throughout the season here for season number 3.
Cream really rise to the top. As drivers, we're going to have a lot more options in the car. Last year, we basically could just change brake bias. This year, we get the front and back roll bars, weight jacker, fuel mixtures. Basically, everything's at our disposal. So guys can really tune the car to their liking. And I think you're going to see the experienced quality guys at the top of the field. And I'm excited.
Yeah, we're definitely looking forward to seeing how the season's going to unfold here, like you alluded to, with all the adjustments that these drivers are going to be able to make in-car while they're out here on track racing, especially during the run, when the tires start wearing out, the fuel load starts getting lower and things like that, being able to adjust that car to fit what they're feeling out there onto the track. And, to kick off here at Chicagoland, it's kind of going to be like a super speedway per se, as far as, with this package, with these group of cars. Kind of go ahead, what are you expecting to kick off season 1 here at Chicagoland?
I think it's going to be a good time. We tested here a little bit during the week, and the tire fall off was pretty big. And so far tonight, and what little bit of limited practice I've got, really the tire wear isn't a huge deal. I think it's going to be kind of like an old school IRL pack race, maybe to start. If we can get a long run, it might get spread out a little bit. But I think overall it's going to be very tight, very close, and I think we're going to be white knuckling it for 135 laps tonight.
Well, definitely looking forward to seeing that. And that's good to see a lot of familiar names out there racing here tonight, one of which you alluded to last season is an actual IndyCar driver himself. So to see him back and back behind the wheel here to kick off season number 3 with you guys, that's exciting to see, and looking forward to not only what happens tonight, but as the season progresses here, season 3, and seeing all the changes that have taken place and seeing how that unfolds and seeing how the championship unfolds coming down to the latter part of the season here. But until all that is handled, we got tonight to look forward to. I know you got a driver's meeting to get to here in about 6 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and let you go here, Lance. Get ready for that driver's meeting. I know you got a lot to cover. Good luck to you and the league, and looking forward to seeing what you guys have to offer here tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thanks for having me. Hopefully I get to talk to you here in a little bit, but thanks for broadcasting again this season. You guys do an amazing job, and I can't wait to watch it later on.
All right. Well, Lance, enjoy, and whatever you do, avoid the big one.
Thank you, sir. We're going to try.
All right. All right, everybody. Well, that was Lance Anthony. I did miss the first part of the interview there. You thought I had the Discord set up in the OBS. I did not. I had the wrong one, but we got the majority of that in, so good to see that. While we're waiting for them to get into their driver's meeting, we will step away here momentarily, but before we do that, let's go ahead real quick here and go over the weather here that they're currently in. Got an air temp right around 78 degrees, winds coming out of the north, right around 2 miles an hour. Looks like there's no humidity, no fog, partly cloudy skies out there for these drivers. As far as the track info goes, you're looking about just a little over 1.5 mile track length, 4 turns here. The track temp is right around 78 degrees. And, yeah, that's, track configuration is an oval. I don't know what else to say about that. But we will go ahead here and also show you guys the drop down that we got here of a driver on board. That way you go ahead and, we're going to give you some different insights as the season goes on here. Something that we haven't done before. So the drivers that are out here on track, we will be able to see their real speed, the real RPMs, where they're at behind the leader, as well as their relative position where they're currently sitting at as we're on probes right now. Sitting here 10th in practice right now. You see hitting about 221 miles an hour down the back straightaway. And then slowing down to about 212 down through the turns. And getting that draft and that aero push is something we're going to have to watch as the run goes on here. So we'll see how everything's going to unfold here this evening. Definitely excited to see what these guys have in store for us. Not only for tonight here at Chicagoland, but as the season, like I said, as the season progresses on. But while they continue to practice here, and they got about a meeting coming up here in 3 minutes, we're going to go ahead and step away. Don't go anywhere, folks. We're not going anywhere. We're going to go back to the starting screen here and get everything ready to go on our ends. And we'll be back here roughly around 8:15. So stay tuned. We will be right back. Alrighty, folks. Well, I do apologize for the wrong intro there, but we are here. We are back, and welcome back, everybody, for another kickoff here for Season 3 for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour. Tonight, they take on Chicagoland. If you guys were tuning in a little bit ago, we had the admin, the league owner himself, Lance Anthony, up here in the broadcast booth. Kind of going over a few things, what's going down this season. One of which is a new car. They are running the DR11, 18, or whatever they are called. Last season they were running the DW12 car. So a little change. They're able to adjust a lot more inside the car as they're out there on the track running around. So it's gonna be a little bit of a change here, a little bit more of an open setup without it being an open setup. Also want to give a shout out to the sponsor here for tonight's race here at Chicagoland. Race 1 here for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour tonight is sponsored by LA Designs. Thank you for coming on board and sponsoring here this evening for the LA Designs 200 here at Chicagoland. Also want to give a shout out to everybody over at Crown Athletics Racing Tour for having me come back on board here for another season, broadcasting for them over here on Extreme Racing TV. It's an honor, it's a pleasure, and hopefully, once I get my rust built off, go ahead and put on a good product for you guys, as we did last season over here. We are also, for the first time, streaming on multiple platforms. We're streaming over here on YouTube. We're also streaming over on Twitch, and I tried to do it on Facebook, but was not able to do that successfully here this evening. I had to turn that platform off. So we do have those two platforms going over on Twitch and YouTube. So thank you everybody for tuning in on both those platforms here this evening, as we are coming down to 6 minutes here left to go in practice, or warm up as you call it. We got Wetzel there in the top spot, Rogers second, Osborne third. We have, who's in fourth? Let me get the timing screen up here real quick. We have Garrett Hagan fourth, Mathis in fifth, Kiffin D. Simpson sixth, Nash Fry seventh. Not even going to try to pronounce his name. I'm just going to call him the 99. Mathis something, yeah. He's ninth. 10th, we got Daniel. Daniel, not Danielle. Daniel. Oh boy. 11th, Aaron. 12th, DJ Grove. And Daniel, if you want to come find me after the race, I won't argue with you there. I did really butcher that name up. I do appreciate everybody tuning in here this evening. It looks like I don't have a count here on exactly how many people we have watching, but it looks like we got 4 or 5 out there right now. Don't know how updated that is, but I do appreciate everybody who is tuning in over here on Extreme Racing TV or over on the Twitch account at Dennis Ansman. I do appreciate you guys tuning in. We are coming down to 4.5 minutes here. We are going to go ahead here momentarily, step away, play the national anthem. But before we do that, let's go ahead and give an update on the weather over here in Chicagoland. We are sitting at an air temp still at 78. Winds north at 2 miles an hour. Still partly cloudy skies. As far as the track temp goes, still sitting at 78 degrees, so not a whole lot has changed. Everything seems to be staying relatively neutral. There's your top 5 in the standings right now as they sit in practice. A lot of close times there within the top 5. Like I said, this is just warm-up. A lot can change between warm-up and qualifying. So we'll see if those lap times transfer over. Like I said, practice, they're out here drafting. In qualifying, they're going to be all single file. Qualifying laps, there ain't going to be no draft or anything like that. So we are going to go ahead, folks. We're coming down here to 3 minutes left to go in practice. Step away, play our national anthem. Do not go anywhere. We will be right back. Alright, folks, welcome back. We are down to the last minute and a half here left to go in qualifying. So we will go ahead here. Let's do a cockpit cam here to finish out the last minute of practice. Enjoy, folks. Alright, as qualifying is coming to an end here, they will go ahead and get into the qualifying setup, whatever, whatever they pleasure here as far as qualifying settings go. Get out here and get rolling off here. As it looks like we got William Rucker coming out here right now. We will go get the driver bar up here for you guys. That way you know who we're on. Those that are just tuning in, that have tuned in the previous season, you will notice that there is a big change here in the overlays this season. We've decided to throw it back a little bit. Those that are into racing and have watched years of NASCAR will know where this theme is from. And I honestly think it's one of the best. As it looks like we got Andrew Fay out here, William Rucker out here, Brian Edwards, Tiffany Simpson, Scott Watson, Joshua Osborne, Bradley Williams, Clabe Carter, Kalex Wetzel sitting at the end of pit road. CJ Grove out here on track as well as Andrew Fay laid down the first lap. Laying it down. Well, now Brian Edwards up to the... No, he's not. No. Andrew Fay with a 25.174. William Rucker second with a 25.212. Caleb third with a 23.355. Well, as I say that, Joshua Osborne goes up to the third spot with a 25. Well, Kiffin up to third. Like I said, the qualifying, everything's changing rapidly here. They still got 3 minutes, 15 seconds here to go in qualifying. Still got a number of cars that, well, Indy cars that need to come out here to qualify. Looks like we have 26 cars. Yeah, they are driving the IR18 cars. Like I said, last year they drove the DW12 cars. Big difference between the two. We'll go ahead here. Oh, change the camera. That's why. He is up to the third spot there with a 25.207. CJ Grove coming down pit road, sitting in that 8th spot with a 25.282. Lance Anthony here out here on track, laying down his first qualifying lap of the evening. Still got about 2 minutes here left to go in qualifying. Lance sitting in that 5th spot with a 25.222. Thomas in the 11th spot with a 25.317. Got those eyeballs on the front of that IR18 machine. Locking the brakes up. Gonna end his qualifying here this evening. And Daniel out here sitting in that 16th spot. Well, 18th spot, sorry. As the guy, I'm not going to try to say his name, Mathis, in that 99 machine, sitting in the 9th spot. Aaron Holbert sitting in the 10th spot in the 916. Calix in the 2, sitting in that 7th spot. Driving that red IR18. We got Daniel coming in, sitting at the end of pit road. Well, was coming down the pit road. Parked it. Looks like he's going to reset and come back out again. Coming down to the final minute here to go in qualifying. We will go ahead, pack it up, and get them onto the starting grid here this evening. Another huge shout out to the sponsor for tonight's race. LA Designs coming on board here to kick off season number 3 for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour. Over here at Chicagoland for the LA Designs 200. We're coming down to the final few seconds here. And qualifying will be over. And it looks like Edson Santos will grab the pole here this evening. We're going to do something a little different here if he's in here. He is not in here. All right. Well, we will go ahead and get them onto the grid regardless. So here is the starting grid for this evening. Starting on the pole here in that 20 machine, Edson J. Santos. Congratulations on grabbing the pole with a 25.102. On the outside of him, starting second, Warren Rogers in that 24 machine. In row number 2, in that 28 machine, we got Andrew Fay rolling off third. On the outside of Andrew, in that number 6 machine, we got Nash Fry rolling off fourth. In row number 3, Jordan Probst in that 91 rolling off fifth. On the outside of Jordan, that 77 of William Rucker is going to roll off sixth. In row number 4, That 52 of Lance Anthony is going to roll off 7th on the outside of Lance. In that 30 machine, we have Garrett Hagan rolling off 8th. In row number 5, we got the 2 of Kalex Wetzel there rolling off 9th. On the outside of Kalex, rolling off in that P10 position, we got the 8 machine of Kiffin D. Simpson. In row number 6, we have the 99 Mathis rolling off 11th. On the outside of him, rolling off 12th, we got Aaron Hobart in the 916. In row number 7, we got Mathis in that 48 machine rolling off 13th. On the outside of him, rolling off 14th, we got the 38 of CJ Grove. In row number 8, we have the 07 of Joshua Osborne rolling off 15th. On the outside of Joshua, rolling off 16th, the 00 of Thomas Melk Poland. And back in row number 9, the 43 of Caleb Carter rolling off 17th. On the outside of Caleb, in the 87, we got James LeGrevin. I screwed that name off. Grevin. In row 10, the 29, Scott Watson, rolling off 19th. On the outside of Scott, rolling off in the 20th position, we got the 116 of Bradley Williams. In row number 11, we got Daniel in the 023, rolling off 21st. On the outside of Daniel, rolling off 22nd, the 3 of Brian Edwards. And that will round out the starting grid here this evening. A pretty good field for the kickoff of season number 3 here for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour. The Indy Series here, switching it up here, running the IR18 machines here for this season. Waiting for them to complete their pace lap, and we will go ahead and get things rolling. So, if you have not yet, go grab your favorite beverage, drink, whatever that you prefer. Get ready to sit back and enjoy some Indy racing over here on iRacing. Big shout out to everybody tuning in here this evening over on YouTube at Extreme Racing TV. Also over on Twitch at Dennis Ansman. Thank you guys for tuning in here this evening as the pace car getting ready to dive off the safety pit road. Barney the flagman is going to wave that green flag, and we are underway here this evening for the LA Designs 200 here at Chicagoland. Try to here to get out to a better view for you guys. That way you can see what's going on. We got, well, we had 2-3 wide, and my computer is starting to back up here. So what we will do, real quick, disconnect that. We will also might have to turn off the Twitch account as we have a caution. Return the Twitch account off here this evening because for some reason it has really overloaded my CPU. So we will turn that off. Might not be able to do the multi-stream like I want to here. I do apologize for that. So we will go ahead here and see exactly what happened. Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen because I was going my routine blinky here. So we're not going to be able to see exactly what happened. Go ahead, get back. So unfortunately, those that were watching over on Twitch, I do apologize. I had to turn that off. Because like I said, it was overloading my CPU over here. So, can't have that while the broadcast is going on. It's unwatchable that way. Everything's blinky. exactly why it was doing that, because it's not like... Can't recall the last time I had that problem happen. I'm trying to think back, and I just don't remember. I have to hit that live button over here. For some reason I have to hit it twice. I keep forgetting to do that. It looks like we have 4 out there watching right now, all over on YouTube. Thank you guys for tuning in. Fortunately, like I said, I had to turn off the Twitch side of things. It was starting to get real glitchy on me over here. The CPUs just started getting overloaded. I think we got it managed now. I hope. But then again, I don't think it's the streaming at all. I think it's iRacing in general. I have to figure out why it's doing that. But in the meantime, we got Edson still in that top spot. We're getting ready to go back green flag racing. Warren Rogers second, Andrew Faith third, Nash fourth, and Jordan rounding out your top 5. As the pace car is off, we are back underway here. Green flag is back out. Get back here. Get around mid-pack here, see what's going on with these drivers. I'm afraid if I go to a different camera, it will start doing the blinky again. But we're going to try it here. Get up here with Andrew Fay. Yes, it's starting to do that once more, so we will keep it on that camera for right now. Still doing it. There's a try to see. I cannot get this fixed, folks. Hold on. There is something outrageously killing my CPU right now. And it literally has everything to do with iRacing. Alright folks, well I hate to do this, but right now this is unwatchable, so I'm going to go ahead, step away, take a commercial break. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to do some things on my side here real quick, rerun something. I will be right back with you guys. Welcome back, folks. I think I got it, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to have to, from the looks of it, I'm going to have to guess no. I don't know entirely what is going on here. Maybe if I do that. I'm going to roll with what we got at this point. Looks like Edson's still in that top spot. Pace car is diving off the pit, getting ready to dive off the safety of pit road as we had a caution while we were away. Missed that, so we're up to 2 cautions here early on already. Pace car is diving off to the safety of pit road. Edson's going to get us back going here. Once again, green flag is back out. And I think I did get it fixed. Okay. Not entirely sure what happened there, but I had to hurry up and rerun my graphics configuration over here on iRacing, as it was completely maxing out my CPU for whatever reason. But it looks like it has calmed down here for a little bit anyway, as Joshua Osborne's making a pass there. This is a battle for the 9th spot. As Kiffin here is losing a spot here. He's going to drop back. Change that up a little bit here for you guys. Still trying to get things all together over here. I think we're pretty good to go now. We got Edson in that top spot, Lance Anthony. Nash is in 2nd. Lance is in 3rd. You got William Rucker here 4th, and Jordan Post there, and rounding out your top 5. Like I said, I do apologize for that. Whatever was going on there with my computer and my computer and iRacing. They were not agreeing whatsoever. And I just did a broadcast on Tuesday night and everything was fine. That's what makes it even stranger. But we will go ahead and take away that real quick. Go ahead and give you guys a driver drop down here of that 91 machine, see what kind of speeds he hits down the front straightaway. 225 miles an hour down the front straightaway. We'll go ahead and get on that 77 machine, see what he does down the back straightaway here. Probably hit about 223, no, 220 down the front straightaway. I don't think he was on the gas the entire way, as we got 2 wide, 2 rows deep here between looks like Lance, Joshua Osborne, William Rucker, and that 91 Jordan. Well, they were. Looks like they straightened it out. Edson still in that top spot, but getting some company there with that 6 machine of Nash. Nash not able to do anything with it yet. Edson so far is being able to hold him off. The 2 wide, 3 rows deep. Get back here, what's going on? Let's get back here to that 3 machine of Brian Edwards here, sitting in the 13th spot. Doing a little battle there with the that the 48? No, that would be the 25 machine of Andy Frazier. get back up to what's going on with these leaders. You throw a blanket over the top 7, really, all the way back here to Jordan. That 91 machine. And then you got a little bit of a gap there to the 8 machine, sitting in the 8th spot, Kiffin D. Simpson. Clay Carter there, 9th. And rounding up the top 10, James in that 87 machine. So far, a lot of clean driving here. We've only had 2 cautions early on, but since that second caution, we've been green flagged for 11 laps, going on 12 now. So here's a little updated weather information for you guys. Still at 78, still at 2 miles an hour, partly cloudy skies, and probably the track is the same. Oh, the track actually went up to 79 degrees. Track temp has dropped 1 degree. Race summary here. We've had 2 cautions for I think 5 laps. The reason why it says 1 caution for 2 laps, I had to step away, go ahead and rerun everything on my side. So when I rejoined, it reset everything. But we have completed 28 laps. We have 107 laps remaining, 0 lead changes. Here's our top 5 coming to complete lap 29. We got Edson there, Wetzel, Fry, Anthony, and Rucker. Your top 5, all separated by 5th spot, 0.6 seconds behind our leader. We got almost 3 wide here with Jordan. Yes, we got 3 wide coming out. Turn number 2 down the back straightaway. They're 3 wide, and now they're back to 2 wide there. William Rucker, Joshua Osborne. Joshua brushing the wall there, going into 3. He's going to drop back. Gonna have to reset here, see if we get another run, but that was there's some tight quarters there coming out of turn number 2. Notice that I'm not raced in Chicagoland. It gets really tight coming out of turn number 2 there, going down the back straightaway. Especially when you're 3 wide. Not so much 2 wide, but 3 wide, it gets really tight. We're about to have more 3 wide there for just a brief moment. As Joshua Osborne making moves here and taking names back up to 4th. And he's looking to take that 4th spot away from Lance. And now Osborne's falling back here, and that's how quick this draft can change. 1 minute you're moving through the field, and the next moment the cars that you're passing are passing you right back up, and you're back to where you began. We got Kalex here moving up to that 2nd spot, or trying to move up to that 2nd spot over Nash. Not able to complete the pass quite yet. And you got Lance there right nipping on the heels of Nash. And Kalex waiting for one of them 2 to make a mistake. Also got Clay Carter back here in the 8th spot, trying to put pressure on the 91 and Jordan. Nash still doing battle there with Kalex. Kalex not wanting to, well, not wanting, I wouldn't say not wanting to. He can't complete the pass. It's so hard to do with the draft, the way these cars race. Like I said, at the beginning of the broadcast now, with them being able to adjust a lot of different things within the car as they're out here on the track running. You're going to see a lot of comers and goers. But right now, it looks like a lot of these drivers have really gotten it down to where, you know, they're staying pretty competitive amongst each other. But Santos, I mean, he's the dominant one so far here this evening. He's actually pulled away about a little over half a second over that second place driver, the two machine of Kalex there. He's getting ready to come up on a lap car, and that would be not Bradley. That would be at the 916. I believe that would be the 916, yes, of Aaron Hobart. So that would put Aaron 3 laps down. Get back here to the 6th spot. Jordan in that 91 getting around Nash. Now he's looking to get to Josh Osborne there in the 07. As Lance Anthony's found himself up to that 2nd spot now. Now we're going to see here. I remember how I said that lead was almost 0.6 of a second a few laps ago. Now it's 4:10. And yes, you notice there in the times on the leaderboard, it had Kalex there in that 2nd spot until they cross the start-finish line. The timing screen here does not update until they cross the start-finish line as far as where they're at in the position. That is something I'm going to have to change on my end here at the conclusion of this race before next week. I did not know it was set that way, so I apologize for that. I thought I had it set ready to go for whenever the position changed hands, but unfortunately I do not have it that way, so we will have to fix that. Get back here. Got William Rucker. Got a whole. So, I mean, it's anybody's race. Somebody's hitting the wall somewhere. I don't know where, but somebody keeps hitting the wall. I keep hearing it in my headphones. But like I was saying, still anybody's race. Really within the top 6. I mean, you got these 5 cars right here. And then you get up here to Edson and Lance. Okay, now you're going to start doing it again. You were fine for 20 laps. I wonder if there's something trying to update in the background that should not be running because I have it turned off. Or maybe there's an update that I need to do that's causing the issue. I don't know. Either way, it's annoying as a broadcaster to have difficulties like that. Especially at the start of the season, when there's a lot of excitement in the air for these drivers. And they're going to go back and watch it and see all the poor quality that is coming out here on Extreme Racing TV tonight, which is not like us. So we will definitely have to address that, improve, get better, and get ready for next week. As the saying goes, can't change now when it's already live. Too late. You got what you got. Make the best of it. Right now, we're going to go ahead and make the best of it because I've done everything on my side physically possible other than updating the entire computer, which would require shutting everything down, which we are not going to do that over here. We're just going to roll with it. And, but everything lay where it lay. As Clay Carter here in that 43 machine, sitting here in that 7th spot, started back in 17th, For those wondering what that P2P is on the bottom left-hand side of the driver bar, when they go to the road courses, that will be where their push-to-pass number is at, how many they have remaining for the race. I know last season they were allotted 10 push-to-pass opportunities. I don't know exactly what the number is for this season, but when we do hit a road course, that number will populate down there where it says P2P on the bottom left-hand side of the driver bar. And he is up 10, well, now 11 positions from where he started. Garrett Hagan has made a pit stop. He is, well, that was 36 laps ago. Never mind. Kiffin made a pit stop. He's been out here 2 laps. Scott Watson, he's been out here 4 laps now. So pit stops are underway here. I would expect Edson and them to be coming down here momentarily. Andy Frazier here in that 25 machine back here in 13th. He's stuck in a little bit of a hornet's nest, it looks like. Everything looks to be going smooth for now. As yes, as I was saying that, here comes Edson Santos down pit road now, making his pit stop. So I would be expecting everybody else to be coming down here very shortly. Because once the leader comes, you're just out here. Yeah, here comes another driver, Joshua Osborne, coming down pit road, making his pit stop. As well. Like Andy Frazier coming down pit road. So far, Lance is staying out here. He started 7th. He's currently up to 1st, up 6 spots. Has led 3 laps now, I should say. Got William Rucker here nipping on his heels, looking to lead his first lap. He's up 4 positions from where he started, back in 6th spot, currently in 2nd. Going down through 3 and 4 here, he's going to go ahead and take the lead. Coming out of 4, and he's going to go ahead and lead himself that first lap. Jordan almost, he was trying to upset it, but not able to do anything with that. The 99, the 99. I am not even going to try to pronounce his middle or last name. For those who want to attempt, be my guest. More power to you. I'm not doing it. As we got Lance Anthony down pit road, William Rucker coming down pit road, and I do believe those two are teammates. So definitely some radio communication going on with those two. Brian Edwards falling back to 5th here. Andrew Fay looks like he's coming out of pit road. Travis Rucker, he's coming into pit road. And it looks like we still have eight drivers that have yet to come down pit road here. Even though Daniel and Thomas have been out here 43 laps, as well as Garrett Hagan. Everybody else has been out here 59 laps. So like I said, I would expect Jordan to be coming down pit road here momentarily. Mathis be coming down pit road. We got two Daniels out here. We got Daniel Kira and Daniel. How did I not realize there were two Daniels here until just now? But now they're sitting 1-2. As the 99's coming out of pit road after his pit stop. I would expect the Daniels to be coming down here momentarily. Maybe, maybe not. Brian Edwards is down pit road. He's going to come down, get 4 tires on that machine, get that thing full of fuel, get back out here on the track. We are completed, well, we're on lap 61 of 135. We completed 60 here for the LA Designs 200 over here at Chicagoland. And those two are still staying out. Thomas here in the 00. See if he's going to come down pit road or if he's going to stay out. He's going to stay out another lap. Garrett Hagan in that 30. Started 8th, currently 3rd. Up 5 spots. And yes, we got Daniel swapping here. So go ahead and let the other Daniel P lead a lap. Daniel R is led. Daniel P is led. Daniel R is looking to lead. I have that backwards. See, the Daniels are all confusing me. Coming down the front straightaway. Still looking to lead his first lap. But the top 4, these drivers have been out here. The top 3 have been out here 49 laps. Now top 4 are 49 laps. Edson Santos, he's been out here 10 laps. He's sitting here in the P5 position. You got William Rucker right behind him. He's got Lance Anthony as well. So I don't know if those drivers are doing some drafting. Garrett Hagan here in 3rd. Well, as I thought they were, they're not. Daniel still out here on leading the field. Daniel P's led 7 laps, and the 023 Daniel is looking to still lead his first lap here. We'll see. Nope, he's not even gonna. He's diving down the pit road here, come down and make his pit stop. Thomas, he got a black flag entering pit road. So that's unfortunate to see a penalty here, especially this right around the midpoint of the race. Definitely going to affect him. He's going to need a caution to have any. Well, Aaron's 2 laps down. Well, now he's a lap down. As the other Daniel is on pit, coming out of pit road. The other Daniel pitted. Garrett, he's getting service. So we'll see here where Edson comes out through all of this here. He will retake the lead. Not by much, though, because he's got William Rucker nipping right there. Right about 0.2 of a second behind. Like I said, once they cross the start-finish line, your leaderboard will update to what is currently showing on my side here. There you go. You got Santos, Rucker, and Anthony 1, 2, and 3. As we have a caution. We will go ahead and see what happened. Oh no. Garrett. Coming out of pit road. There's new tires. And just lost it on the apron going through the grass. And some point, I think he was trying to get it back on and then hit the gas again and went to the outside wall. Yep, that is exactly what happened here to Garrett. And that will bring out our third caution here this evening. It looks like we're up to 8 people out there watching over here on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Extreme Racing TV. I was trying to do the multi-stream here this evening. What I thought was causing my problem was not causing my problem. It was actually the iRacing aspect of it all. Or my computer in general. Something's funky going on over on my end, so we'll have to look at that before the race next week. But while they're getting their pit stops and all that, we're going to go ahead take a little break here, folks. Don't go anywhere. We'll go ahead and get on a driver, and we'll be right back. All right, folks, we are back. Looks like the pace car lights are off. The pace car, so we'll be going green here momentarily. Thank you guys all for tuning in here this evening. I do apologize for the issues that we are having on this end. We will definitely, like I said earlier, get those addressed and fixed for the next race. Pace car is off, and Edson is in control, and the green flag is back out. We are back underway here tonight, folks, for the LA Design 200 here at Chicago. We have completed 72 of 135 here this evening. As Osborne's doing battle here with Nash. Nash is going to go ahead and take that position. Well, not take that position. Joshua still has it for now. Nash is looking to take it, though. I'm not able to do anything with it. That's a problem with the, when you get to tracks like this, you're trying so hard to get around the driver in front of you, but you just can't do anything with it as we get back here to the 14th position here of Tiffin D. Simpson. Ooh, almost brushing the wall. If he didn't hit the wall, he came awfully close to that. At least from this angle. Sometimes the camera angles give you a bad tell. Back up to Edson here. He's led 47 laps. Started first, still first. But he's got company coming with William Rucker. At 52 of Lance Anthony, as well as the 023 of Daniel getting around the 07 of Osborne. Got the 43 here of Carter. And the 34 Daniel. Drivers definitely putting up some good fights here, good battles throughout the top 10. And really, actually top 9, I take that back. It was one number short at 91 of Jordan, rounding out the top 9 here that's all in this big group. It looks like we have had 5 retirees so far. DJ Grove, Warren Rogers, Austin Rucker, Bradley Williams, and Jared Hagan have all taken their cars behind the wall this evening. Get back here, a little bit more mid-pack here. We're sitting here in 12th right now on Nash. He started 4th. He is down 7 positions from where he started the race. He's in another mini group of a pack here. Lance doing battle here. This is a battle for, well, trying to get up there for second. Joshua's doing battle with the 20 of Edson. Right now, it seems like nobody can get around Edson. As I say that, the 07 takes it to the outside, going into turn number 1. But doesn't look like he's going to be able to do anything with it there. Down the back straightaway, he's going to have some draft help from Lance down the back straightaway. But Edson just able to overpower on that bottom. And once again, Joshua's going to go back to the outside, down the front straightaway through turn 1 and 2. And Edson's not going to let him have it as I think he touched the wall coming out of 2. Just trying to get as much as he possibly could out of that machine, and just got a little greedy as now Lance is up to that second spot with that little mistake from the 07. Get back here to the 28 of Andrew. Doing battle there with the you got the 2, you got the 91, you got the 3, all right here, all the 2 in Jordan's sights, the other one right behind him. Right now, nobody has been able to show Edson how to beat him. Edson has just been leading 57 laps now, led for that 20 machine as they're getting ready to come up on another lap car. That might be Thomas. Yes, he just pulls off, lets everybody go by. Daniel getting around the 07, well, trying to get around the 07 is what I was doing. And I do apologize, folks. I'm Yanni over here all of a sudden. I don't know what's going on with that. Only 9:15 and I'm over here yawning like it's 1 a.m. As we got a lot of single file now, as we will go ahead and give the little race summary here real quick. We've had a total of 3 cautions. I know it says 2 for about 8 laps. 6 lead changes, 47 laps to go. We have completed 88 laps here this evening. We have another caution here tonight. Let's go ahead and see what happened here. As it looks like it was the... Ooh, got a little 3 wide and ooh. Go ahead and see what happened here. We will get on a chase cam. Yep, and just had... Looks like came down somewhat, yeah, blade came down a little bit, and that 29. That'd be Scott Watson came up just a little bit. That is what brought out our latest caution here this evening. We'll go ahead and have to do that twice. I gotta remember to start doing that. Carter is on pit road getting service. And everybody's coming down pit road to get service here. Pit road is a very busy place. As I say that, looks like one driver has stayed out. And that would be the 25 of Andy Frazier. As they would say in the movie Dodgeball, that's a bold strategy there, Cotton. I do appreciate everybody tuning in this evening. Looks like we got 7 of you out there watching. Thank you guys so much for tuning in over here on Extreme Racing TV. Like I said, we were trying to do the multi-platform broadcasting here this evening, and for some reason it was not working. But it looks like the... So I will have to look into seeing what is going on with that aspect of it. Like I said, I think it has something to do with iRacing, because this just started. Coming down the back straightaway here. Should be getting the 1 to go next time by. Andy, he is leading under caution here this evening. You got Edson there, P2. He is the dominant man of the night, leading 62 laps here tonight. Lance Anthony started 7th, currently 3rd. He has led 3 laps. Daniel in the 023 here in 4th, started back in 21st up to 4th. Still looking to lead his first lap. He has moved up 17 positions, as well as the other Daniel in the 34. Started 23rd, up to 5th, up 18 positions from where he started the race. He has led 8 laps here so far tonight. As the pace car lights are off the pace car, we will be going green next time by. And coming down here to the nitty gritty. Patience is about to be all but thrown out the window here. We're down to 40. We'll be taking 42 laps to go here once they take the green flag. 7 lead changes. 92 laps completed. No, that's not right. Fastest lap of the race, 24.733. And the track is back down to 78 degrees as they are back under green flag racing here tonight. The weather has not changed. As Andy, we have another caution. Not sure what happened there. We will go back. It looked like there was a few things going on here. Got Travis Rucker here. Okay, so we will get back here just a little bit. Who is that in front of him? Thomas. Got in the back of him, but who was in front of that? Was it Andrew? No. Wasn't Clabe. Oh, there he is. There's the O2. Oh, well, not the O2, but the 2. Oh. Looked like he was stuck. He was the cream in the sandwich there. 3 wide, and he just got pretty much sandwiched out of the mix down to the grass. I was told, see ya later, alligator, after a while, crocodile. Get back up here to our leader, that 25 of Andy Frazier. So far is paying off for him. Been out here 25 laps. Everybody else in the field has been out here 5 laps. Andy first, Edson second, Lance back in that 3rd position, Daniel in the 023 4th, Daniel in the 34 5th, Joshua in the 07 sitting here in the 6th position, William Rucker in the 77 in the 7th position. Back in 8th, you got the 91 of Jordan Pope. 9th, you got the 3 of Brian Edwards, and rounding out your top 10 here, you got Mathis in that 48 machine. Pace car lights are off. The pace car, we will get back green flag racing next time by. We complete lap 97, 0135 here for the LA Designs 200 over here at Chicagoland. Kick off season 3 for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour over here on iRacing. Go ahead and wait for that pace car to dive off the safety of pit road, and Andy will be in control. Go ahead and do a little different camera here, taking the green flag. Green flag is out. Let's do a little onboard here. with the 48. Trying to give you guys a little bit of a different view there. Saw a few times he had to back off. We didn't want to quite take it 3 wide quite yet as we got a battle for the lead here. Edson's going to try to take that lead back away from Andy Frazier. Andy's not wanting to have anything to do with that quite yet. But I think Edson's going to prevail, having the newer tires over Andy. Plus having a little help there. As I say, a little, not a whole lot of help from Lance is kind of laying back right now, waiting to make his move as we're at lap 102. We have completed 101 laps here tonight. We're down to 34 laps to go. Andy is repaying the favor to Edson here. You catch me, but you can't pass me scenario. Like all of a sudden they hit that wall of air and they cannot go anywhere. We got battles going on all over the place right now. Somebody just lost a front wing. I'm not entirely sure who that was. Trying to see here if I can find it. Somebody just brushed the wall. That might have been... we got... Oh! 3 wide. That was battle for... Back here with William Rucker and company. 2-3 wide. Going through turn number 1 and 2 here. We got contact and we got wrecking here tonight with Lance Anthony and company. We caught that somewhat live. But we will go ahead, folks. We will go back and see exactly what happened here this evening. There's the tail end of the wreck. Go ahead and get onto a chase cam here. And you can see come up and he just came down a little bit. Lance wasn't expecting that. And unfortunately took out a very competitive car here this evening, as well as a few others. You hate to see that here. But I do believe they get a fast repair. Yes, they do get a fast repair. They do have one. And a lot of them have not used it yet. Brian Edwards just used one. No, he did not. He's already used one. So his night is more than likely over. James, he's used one. Tiffin has used one. Aaron has used one. Like I said, Brian's already used his. And that's all the drivers that have used them so far. But like I said, I would expect Lance. Yes, he has used his. As well as Danielle. Danielle. Oh my God, I did it again. Daniel. Not Danielle. Daniel. And that's 34 machine. Yes, guys, I do talk to myself out loud. We have one more recap here real quick what's going on here. We have had 6 cautions for roughly 15 laps. Edson still leading the race here. We have 107 laps completed, 28 laps to go, and 8 lead changes here tonight at Chicagoland. Currently, our top 5 consist of Edson Santos, Daniel Wrench, William Rucker, Jordan Pope, and Aaron Hobart. Rounding out your top 5 drivers here this evening. Should be get the green flag here this time by. Once again, Edson is going to go ahead and take us back to the green flag here this evening. Go ahead and wait for that pace car to dive off to the safety of pit road, and he will be in control. Pace car is off. And Edson is back on the loud pedal. We are back green flag racing here tonight for the LA Designs 200 at Chicagoland. The Season 3 kickoff of the Crown Athletics Racing Tour. Thank you guys so much for coming over and tuning in here tonight on Extreme Racing TV. Go ahead and get back here a little bit, right around the 5th, 6th spot here with Aaron Kiffin Nash. Well, actually, it's just Kiffin and Aaron, as well as up here with Jordan, William, Daniel, and Edson. As Edson's got a battle for the lead here, once more, going to be able to hold off Daniel for now. But for how long is the question, as Daniel's going to go back to the outside and try to make that pass work once again. But right now, not being able to do anything with it. Trying to squeeze it to the outside there. Here comes that, 91 of Jordan Pope there on the outside of the 77 of William Rucker. Here comes that black and gold 916 Aaron Hobart, trying to make it 3 wide, not pushing the issue quite yet. Was able to back off of that. As I say, not pushing the issue. Here comes the 90 and the 87 of James. James got to be careful here. He's already used a fast repair here tonight, as well as Aaron. And Kiffin. Kiffin's also used the fast repair here this evening. And that's the problem when you already used your fast repair and you still got chaos to ensue here this evening. You gotta be very careful, tread lightly. And as Kiffin here, he started 10th. He's currently in 5th, up 5 positions from where he started. But ultimately, he doesn't want to finish 4th for third or second or fifth. He wants to finish in that P1 position here tonight. Start off the season strong. Kind of make a statement that, we are ready to play this season. As we got almost three wide there with William Rucker and company down the back straightaway. Well, we had three wide there in the 916. I think he was trying to eyeball to make it four wide down the back straightaway, but William thankfully cut that off from happening. Get back here, a little further back here. You got another pretty decent sized group pack going on here. This is with Andy Frazier, Kayla, Joshua Osborne, James LeGriven, Lance Anthony, as well as Travis Rucker. That 99 machine, I'm not going to try to say his name. I'm not even gonna, I know I said it at the beginning of the broadcast, but I think I butchered it pretty bad, so that's why I've been trying not to say it any longer. I don't want to embarrass myself and get called out any more than what I'm already going to after the race here this evening. As we got Edson Daniel side by side down the back straightaway through turn 3 and 4, still side by side. We are coming down to 16 laps to go here this week. 15 at the start-finish line. And right now it's been all Edson, but can't forget about Daniel here up all the way on the outside of the... Oh, he's on the outside. Oh, you got Kiffin in the 8. That's okay. Now, ooh, got a little aggressive there with the move. I don't know who that was. That might have been, that might have been the 07 of Osborne there. Right now, not a whole lot of action. I mean, there's side by side going on, but other than that, not a whole lot of big action going on. You see a lot of single file back here throughout the latter part of the track. Nash Fry here sitting in P12, still down 7 from where he started the race here this evening. Got his eyes set on that 52 machine of Lance. We missed it. He was up to that P2 spot, and then something happened. I don't know if he just got snapped loose coming out of one of the turns, help from his friend, which I don't think so. I'd be really, really shocked. There's James here in that 10th spot. Trying to get around the lap car there. That would be the 50. Not. Edson leading the way here, showing what dominance is like over the rest of the field here this evening as we are coming down to, oh, as I say that, we have a caution, folks. There it is, right there. Go ahead here. Coming out to the score, got it. Looks good there. Ooh. Who is that flying in the air? That wasn't Kiffin. Was it? Oh no, Kiffin. He went for a ride. 3 wide and ooh. They just creamed down onto Kiffin. Flipped him up into the outside safer barrier wall. Thankfully, they got those up to where no serious injuries are, I wouldn't say null and void, because they still happen, but not to the severity like they used to. As Edson is going to go ahead and stay out here. We are down to 6 more laps to go here this evening, folks. 6 more laps to go. All right, folks, we got 5 laps to go here. Could be getting the 1 to go from the pace car this time by. Once they take the green, it'll be down to 4. Once again, another big, huge shout out goes to the sponsor of Race 1 here to kick off season number 3 for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour. And that is LA Designs for coming on board here and sponsoring tonight's race. Thank you so much. LA Designs 200 over here at Chicagoland is about to come to conclusion here once we get the green flag in 4 laps roughly, pending another caution. And it looks like we got 8 viewers out there right now tuning in. Thank you guys so much. Like I said, I was trying to do the multi-stream here this evening. Unfortunately, did not work on my side. I think I jumped the gun on thinking it was ATVO when I think it's something with iRacing as the pace car is off. We're back underway here this evening. Go ahead and get that driver bar up for you guys. Santos back in control here this evening with 4 laps to go. And these guys are going to go ahead and build up the momentum here to get back up to that 20 machine of Edson. Get back here to Nash. Doing battle there. This is a battle for the 7th spot with the 87 of James. We're down to 3 laps to go here. Lance Anthony made his way all the way back up to the 6th position. Pushed up a little bit here, gives a little bit of room there for James. We got contact people wrecking, and that will be the 99. Go ahead and see what happened here. Down through 1 and 2, everything looks good, and he just I think he just overdrove it, hit the outside wall. Got that tight, that arrow tight, and unfortunately, we'll bring out our latest caution here this evening. Coming up after tonight's race, next Thursday, I should say, on the 27th, go ahead and kick off race number 2 for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour over at Gateway. That will end the month of February here for Season 3. Season 3 runs all the way till the 24th of July. $18 total races here on the schedule. Out of those 18 races, it looks like we have 3 road courses. Well, 4 road courses, I should say. And that is it. Chicago Street, Indy Road, and Watkins Glen, as well as Road America. Those are your road courses here for Season 3. Okay, get up here to Daniel in that 023. Has found a way to lead laps here this evening. Actually, tonight. Finding a way to get around that 20, which has seemed to be impossible here tonight. He has been able to find a way to go ahead and capitalize on that. And we'll see here on the restart if he's going to be able to maintain that, or if Edson's got something up his sleeve here. Coming down to, well, once we get the green flag here, it'll be green-white checkered attempt 1 of 1. We'll go ahead, wait for that pace car to make that slow journey through turns 3 and 4 here for the final time. Regardless of what happens here, this will be the race. Well, actually, I don't want to say final time because if the caution comes out before the white pace car come back out. Green flag is back out. Daniel is on the loud pedal. Edson there in that 20. Laid off a little bit there. We got about a 7/10 of a second gap there. But we'll see here if they're going to be able to make a good run on the 023 there of Daniel. You got Lance Anthony and company here. A big battle. Ooh, man, that was a hard hit from William Rucker. And no caution. We're 2 laps. Got the white flag here. Next flag will end the race. Daniel, Edson, and Aaron here. 1, 2, 3. Daniel, Edson, and Aaron here doing battle. Daniel's loving it, what he's seen in his rearview mirror coming out of turn number 4 for the final time. The start-finish line, we got Daniel winning it. Aaron grabbing second at the start-finish line. Edson dominant all night long, finishing third here this evening. Awesome, awesome win for Daniel in that 023. I'm sure he's going to drive around here and burn it up here this evening. Led 6 laps here tonight. Started 21st, up 20 spots from where he started the race here this evening. He's going to go ahead and burn it up here tonight. Well, big congratulations goes to Daniel in the 023, grabbing the victory here this evening. We're going to go ahead and step away here, see if we can get our top 3 up here in the broadcast booth. Don't go anywhere, folks. We will be right back. Alrighty, folks, welcome back. We have gotten the top 3 here. So let's go ahead and get the interviews underway this evening. And let's start with that number 20 of Edson Santos. Get him up here in the broadcast booth. Well, you led 101 laps here tonight. You started on the pole. Pretty much was showing the way the entire race. And then that last caution came out. Somehow Daniel was able to squeak his way in front of you. And that's all she wrote for you. But still, finishing P3 here tonight. Good start to the season. Go ahead and talk about your race here tonight in Chicagoland.
Hello, Dennis. Hello, everyone. Good to be here. And so it's pretty nice to have another challenge in this league. I love to race, to run here, and this change from the W12 to IR18, it's pretty nice. Yeah, I was aware about the importance in this track, about to be in P1, and then I got an effort to make a good quali. I was a little bit afraid because I was training for 2 laps quali, but it was just one. It was okay. I could get the pole, and so in front with clean air and knowing how to manage the race, it's possible to hold the inside line. It's almost impossible someone to overtake you outside or from middle, whatever. And so the most part of the race, I was in there, and yeah, as you asked me some moments ago in another the waiting room, what happened? What happened? It was a yellow in a terrible moment because Daniel Resch could use the middle line and got speed, and so I don't know what 10th or something, he was in front of me when the yellow came. That's okay. This kind of race, the pack race, it's possible to happen. And I'd like to congrats Daniel, a good friend here from Brazil, and Errol from for the P2. He could get the P2 in the end, and to send a hug for my teammates, especially Matheus Florentino, my teammate in this season, in my team, Linear Energy Race. So that's the sum up of the race.
All right. Well, it didn't end the way you wanted it to, Edson, but still, good start to the season here, finishing P3.
Yeah, sure.
And we look forward here coming up next Thursday night on the 27th. We head over to Gateway. Kind of give your thoughts and insights of what you're expecting going into that race here next Thursday night.
Yeah, and actually, I think it's gonna be different that today because it's a different kind of speedway. It's a short one, you can say, right? And so it's a kind of a track I like to run. I think it won't be a pack race, maybe with less downforce, and I hope I will be there, and it can be another good race as you had today.
All right. Well, Edson, before we go ahead and let you go, I know you already gave a few thoughts, shout outs, but any more you want to give out here before we go ahead? Anyone that you forgot by chance, family or anything like that, before we go ahead and let you go and celebrate your third place finish here to kick off season 3 here tonight.
Yeah, I just anticipated because I said hope when I was sum up in the race. So I hope for my teammates, for my family here, my wife, my children, some of them are watching the race for your broadcast.
All right. Well, I love to hear they were tuning in here tonight. Sorry that the broadcast didn't go without any kind of glitches. Had some issues on my side, but we will go ahead and get those fixed for Gateway next week. But Edson, enjoy this third place finish here tonight, and looking forward to seeing what you got for them next Thursday at Gateway. Until then, enjoy, and we'll see you back out there in the track soon.
Yeah, thank you. Definitely, we'll do that.
Alrighty. All right. And that will take us to our second place finisher here this evening. And that would be that number 916 of Aaron Hobart. Let's get him up here in the broadcast booth. Well, Aaron, didn't have enough to go ahead and grab the victory here tonight. But you did manage to find a way to squeak by the 20 of Edson on the final lap there to finish P2 here tonight. Go ahead and talk about your race, how was it for you here tonight at Chicagoland? Hello? Hello? I think my mic still working. Hello? Hello? Hold on, folks. I gotta disconnect here real quick and reconnect. All right, Aaron, can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right. I don't know what happened there, but when I left, took Edson out and brought you in, my mic stopped working in Discord. So we'll go ahead and do this all over again. Good night for you. Unfortunately, not able to grab the victory here tonight, but you were able to squeak out a second place finish over Edson on the last lap here tonight. Go ahead and talk about your race here tonight at Chicagoland. How was it? And give the viewers, your insights from the driver.
Well, in the beginning, I took out my buddy Warren. So that, and then I was up on my top 3 laps down. And then I just got lucky and I kept getting them 3 lucky dogs and then worked my way back up. And I'm pretty happy with second place after being 3 laps down.
Yeah. You alluded to that. The benefit of that is, it happened early in the race to where I'm sure,
from it.
yeah, you could recover from it, but I'm sure you weren't banking all those cautions laying down when they did. But thankfully for you, they did fall when they needed to for you. That way you go ahead, get back on the lead lap, find your way back up and battle ultimately all the way back up to finish second here tonight at well, I mean, when it comes to oval tracks, just about every track in NASCAR terms, when it comes to the IR 18 or DW12 cars, is a draft track. The draft is so important. It's so hard to pass. Whether you're, trying to pass them on the high side, trying to pass them on the low side, trying to get them in the middle. It's just so difficult to pass. And, from the broadcast view, we were seeing that the entire night. Drivers, they move up 3 spots, but then half a lap later, they're falling back the 3 spots they just gained. Was that the theme of the night? Just very difficult to pass here tonight?
So I'll tell what I was doing. I didn't think it was too difficult to pass, except for when you got to the first and second place guy. So like I was running plus 20 on my weight jacker, and then draft and get in 6th gear and run high, and you get a heck of a run because everybody's trying to arc down. But if you stay high, I got a pretty good run, and I was clicking them off that way. And then if you dive down, I was keeping full throttle and then dragging the brake a little bit and then shifting to 5th as I passed on the low side. But yeah, I could see people were struggling trying to keep their position, but I seemed to be moving through until I got to 3rd place. Then I ran out of draft. So I don't think I was going to win. I don't think I was going to win the race. But I'm happy with second. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, you squeaked out Edson there just on the, last lap coming out of the final turn there. And who knows, if you had a couple more laps in you, you never know where you could have finished. You probably could have found a way to get around Daniel there, coming out of 4
I don't
on
know.
the last lap as well. You never know.
I don't know. It's almost like you hit a wall right there, and the guy in the lead has the better position.
Yeah, it's kind of weird
Whenever
how that seemed to be the theme of the night. Edson seemed to be the master of that. I mean, he led 101 laps here tonight. It seemed like every time somebody got on the outside of him, he was just able to hold them off. It's like they hit a wall, and they were not able to do anything with it.
Yeah, Daniel got really fortunate with the caution and being just a little bit ahead.
Yeah, I pointed out that, said it's like that caution came out at the wrong time for you. He like, yeah.
So
uh, but we look forward here on the schedule coming up here next Thursday on the 27th. We go ahead and set sail to Gateway. Go ahead and talk about what you are looking forward to and what you're expecting going into Gateway next Thursday night.
well, I don't really care for Gateway. That's a little bit challenging, being that there's a wider turn at one end, smaller on the other. So I don't know how. If I do run it, I don't know how well I will really do. Gateway's different.
It is, and it is a challenge, especially. I don't think I've ever driven these cars on Gateway, so I couldn't even give you any type of tips or anything, for that matter. Let alone, I'm probably not one to take tips from anyway. But, I will say, even though they're two different turns, and it's a track you don't like, never say never, because I've hated a track so much, and then I go to it and I do so good at it. So you never know what can happen.
I'll try it. Hopefully I don't take nobody out and ruin their day. So I like these 1.5 miles. Michigan Auto Club, Chicago. Those seems to be the tracks I like.
Yeah, they are good tracks, especially in these cars. You get the high speed draft, get the good pack racing, all the goodies packed into a 1.5 mile track. But before we go ahead, Aaron, let you go and celebrate your P2 finish here to kick off season number 3. Any final thoughts, shout outs you want to give before we go ahead and let you go? Celebrate that second place finish and get ready for Gateway coming up here next Thursday night.
Nope. Just want to say thanks to Lance doing this league. It's a good group of guys in here. You doing the broadcast. So that's about it, or whoever else is involved in doing this league. I'm sure takes up a lot of time to organize.
Yeah, running a league's not easy, and I got out of that after 2 years of doing this. Like, this is too much work on top of work.
And he's got a good group of guys too.
Yeah.
They're all really competitive and very clean.
Yeah, it looks that way. A lot of familiar faces back out here for the third season, from when I did the broadcast for the second season. So that's always great to see. Returning drivers coming back, and that helps build the core and makes more people want to come over because you're getting repeat people coming back over and over again. So they definitely got a good foundation over here, and they are building on that, and it's looking good. So looking forward to how not only this season goes, but also seasons to come. But enjoy this P2 finish, Aaron, and looking forward to seeing a few surprises your way here next Thursday at Gateway. And who knows, you might be back up here after the race next Thursday.
I'll try my best.
All right, take it easy.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, and that will take us to our race winner here this evening, that 023 of Daniel. Congrats, Daniel. You found a way. Drivers fought all night long to try to pass Edson, but somehow, some way, luck was on your side. The caution came out just at the right time. Go ahead and grab you to lead here. And ultimately put you in victory lane. Go ahead and top out your race here tonight at Chicagoland.
Yeah, thank you, Dennis. Thank you for the broadcast. Thank you for all the kart guys for doing this championship and all the championships they do. I'm very happy with the result. So I have little time to practice for this race because in Brazil I'm the broadcast booth of the Brazilian second division of the Indy cars. So I need to run after the interviews to race. So I have little time. So I had no idea we had 2 laps on the 1 lap in this qualify. So I was thinking because of the temperature of the track and the setup that it would be good to stay in front from the beginning. I usually used to not make the quali or go from the back to try to win to the back to the front. But in this case, I was trying to make the pole position, or at least be on the top 10. And I was surprised because my time didn't update because it was only one lap this week. So I was surprised. So my decision was to be careful with my teammate, Daniel Pereira. So we were driving very calm in the back to wait for opportunities. So when the pit cycle began, we started to pass everyone. I think we actually led the race before our pit stop, and we had a very good condition if we went green to the end because our tires were way fresher than everybody. So the yellow flags were kind of a problem for us, but we had to adapt. So I went to the front with Edson. Edson is my countryman. He's a very good driver and a friend. I know I can drive alongside him all the race without issues. So we were kind of waiting. Pereira was a little behind, also waiting for what would happen. So I knew it was very hard to pass Edson in the inside lane. So it was barely impossible. But in the restart, I had a shot to do that if I had the opportunity. But I had no idea that I would use the yellow flag to help me on that. So it helped. It put me on the front. So it was my turn to take the inside lane, and it would be very hard for Edson in 2 laps to pass me. So everything went right in the end. I'm very happy for the result.
Well, yeah, I mean, to kick off season 3, you come out here, even with the little practice time, the struggles you went through, with the pit strategy not going the way that you wanted it to and having to adapt to that and being able to still come out here in the victory lane here to kick off season 3, that just shows the credit of work that you put into it. And, just being able to adapt to different situations and overcoming it all. I mean, you started 21st, up 20 positions here to win the race here this evening. Just an awesome, awesome job. We look forward here to next Thursday coming up here on the 27th. Kick off race number 2 here for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour. We head over to Gateway. Kind of talk about, what are you looking forward to? What are your thoughts, insights going into that race here next Thursday night?
I like the short ovals in general. I have wins in another leagues in short ovals, so I'm very confident in it. But also, it's a very hard to overtake race, and I know we have a lot of good qualifiers in here. So we have also my teammates. Pereira is also a very good driver in the short ovals. We have Flauzino, who wasn't here, but he will be here next week, so he's also very good on the short oval. So we need to make a good quali, be calm, do a good strategy, adapt correctly when we have yellow flags, and try to win the race, but mainly try to do a good finish. Always be in the first positions. If we can't win, we can crash. At least we need to finish a race doing good points for the team.
Yes, definitely. Like you alluded to, even if one driver's having an off night, making sure that they're there for the team, getting as many team points as possible. Because not only do you have individual points championship here, but you also got a team championship that you guys are racing for as well. So definitely looking forward to seeing all that unfold, where team points and all that lie here throughout the season. But you still got a victory to celebrate here tonight, Daniel. And before we go ahead and let you go and celebrate, you got any final thoughts, shout-outs you want to give before you go off and celebrate your victory in that 023 here tonight?
Sure. First of all, I want to thank you again, Dennis, for the broadcast, and thank you all the kart guys again. It's a great league. It's a great good group of guys, very friendly. So I'm very happy to be participating on that. And also I want to shout out all the Black Gold Racing drivers, the ones who were driving here this night as Pereira, but also the other drivers of the team. We have a very good team, not only on Indy cars. So I need to shout out also our sponsors. First of all, very important, we have a lot of people who likes ovals here. We are sponsored by Maconi Setup Shop. If you use the code BLACKGOLD, you'll have 50% discount in every purchase of the site. And also we have some Brazilian sponsors that are amassing racing. They make equipment for drivers, and also TS Sports, who does some clothes for sports practitioners.
All right. Well, guys, make sure you go ahead and check those sites out. Daniel, go ahead and enjoy this one. Enjoy the victory here to kick off season number 3 here for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour Indy Series. Looking forward to seeing what you got at Gateway next Thursday night. But until then, enjoy this victory and see you back out on the track.
Thank you, Dennis. See you next week.
Yep. See you next week. All right. Well, that will conclude the interviews here this evening. Let's go ahead and get down to the final results, pending any admin stuff they have to do, which I don't foresee them being a whole lot, but you never know. But let's go ahead and get down to the results here this evening. Daniel in that 023 grabbing the victory. Once again, congrats goes to Daniel. Finishing second, Aaron Hobart in that 916. Finishing third, the 20 of Edson Santos. Fourth, the 91 of Jordan Popes. Fifth, the 52 of Lance Anthony. Sixth, the 6 of Nash Fry. Seventh, the 87 of James LeGriven. Eighth, the 83 of Travis Rucker. Ninth, Andy Frazier in the 25. And rounding out the 10, rounding out in 10th, the 99 of Mathis Well something. I'm not going to even say your last name. I'm not going to do it. Not yet. Finishing 11th, the 43 of Cabe Carter. 12th, the 29 of Scott Watson. 13th, William Rucker in the 77. Finishing 14th, the 48 of Mathis. 15th, the 2 of Calix Wetzel. 16th, the 00 of Thomas Melk Holden. Poland. Oh my. 17th, the 07 of Joshua Osborne. 18th, the 8 of Kiffin D. Simpson. 19th, the 34 of Daniel Pirana. 20th, the 3 of Brian Edwards. 21st, the 28 of Andrew Fay. 22nd, the 30 of Garrett Hagan. 23rd, the 116 of Bradley Williams. Finishing 24th, the 79 of Austin Rucker. Warren Rogers in the 24 is going to finish 25th. 26th, we got the 38th of R.C. Grove. And rounding out the field, Terry Hensley in the 54, finishing 27th here tonight. Awesome to see a great turnout here to kick off Season 3 for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour. And big shout out once again to the sponsor, LA Designs, for coming on board and sponsoring over here at Chicagoland to kick off season number 3. Until next Thursday night over at Gateway, take care of yourselves and each other, folks, and have a great night.